today is about launching the Gift of Mobility program. We are looking at the restoring mobility to patients who are unable to walk, who have lost a limb. And essentially what we all know is that the largest population of amputees on planet Earth is now in Gaza. I'm Dr Ismail Mitha, and essentially I represent Meal SA and am also involved in the Raslouw Private Hospital. And this is an initiative which we have as Meal SA termed the Gift of Mobility program. And today, in essence, we've invited all the media essentially to launch the Gift of Mobility program for Gaza children who are war victims. And this is done in conjunction and in collaboration with various groups who've really put up their hands and said, we are willing to assist. And essentially, Raslouw Private Hospital, I've got Dr Iftikar Ebrahim, the CEO of the hospital.
Our focus for now is to actually treat their injuries and for them to heal. Once they've been discharged from our facility, the plan is to hand the patients and the family back to the Palestinian Relief Organization, Palestinian Children's Relief Organization. They will then handle the logistics of ensuring their safe return back to their home countries. If they cannot return back safe to their home countries, I'm sure they will engage our DIRCO and have discussions in regard to asylum, etc.
And I've got Dr Nabeel Mohamed, who is the treating doctor for the first two patients.
I'm the first orthopedic surgeon here in South Africa to have given us the opportunity to be part of this team, and we hope that we do it with a good intention. As Nelson Mandela, our hero, he said, the freedom of South Africa will not be free without the freedom of Palestine. And those are words that should echo through us as the government took a stance, went ahead, bigger countries couldn't do it. We went to the ICJ, put a case up to show that this is the atrocities. I mean, the wall behind us shows how many children have been injured in this war. And these are kids with futures. I mean, our children of the world. So I'm truly blessed and truly privileged to be part of this statement.
You guys have certainly welcomed and made feel welcome the family of Mira and Lena, and tomorrow we are welcoming the family of Sinad.
I was stuck in Egypt while they bombed, and there is no internet there, so they called a message to me first that I lost my younger girl that was 4 years. They sent me a message that your daughter is gone, your daughter killed. After suffering with 2 hours in Egypt alone, they sent me back, okay, it's okay. They saved her and we found her, alhamdulillah, this is fine. But all of the 4 kids you have are injured, and your daughter Mira, the older one that we bring here, maybe lost her leg. Maybe we cut her leg because there is no medicine. We are in Siege, So I think it is hard to hear that. But alhamdulillah, thanks for God for everything. It's a miracle to be with her here and to save her leg. It's like a miracle.
Each one of these kids have been traumatized and are victims of the war in Gaza.
I suppose you all think that Rafah is empty of people, but now Rafah has a lot of people and a lot of martyrs, a lot of people dead in the streets. No one can pick them. No one can get in Rafah.
A big thank you to all, and for all people who've contributed. A massive Jazakallah khair. And I'd like to hand over to the CEO of the hospital, Dr Iftikar Ebrahim.
Good day, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank the PCRF for giving us the opportunity, and Meal SA for bringing this worthwhile initiative to the Raslouw Private Hospital. One of the pillars of the Raslouw Private Hospital is to give back. The situation in Gaza is obviously a unique need. We've been watching the devastation daily on TV. I think it's the first witnessed, recorded genocide in the history of the world. And we watch daily as tens of thousands of children are being killed and maimed on a daily basis. And so we obviously open our arms to this great initiative. And if we can, in a small way, make a difference to a few lives, we've done a lot. And hopefully it'll be more than a few lives. So we welcome the initiative. We fully support it. I'd expect 3 to 4 patients a week at the moment. We get the medical reports well beforehand, and we do our planning well beforehand to make sure we can treat these patients appropriately. If we feel we don't have the facilities to treat them at our hospital, we are certainly reaching out to our other partners that have approached us and are also willing to assist in treating these complex injuries that these patients are presenting with.
As Raslouw Private Hospital, as a medical doctor, we want to be in a position to assist. So we put up our hand and said, guys, we have a hospital, we have a team of doctors here in Raslouw who's prepared to offer their services, their treatment and their advice. And essentially I then was in a fortunate position to meet up with the CEO of PCRF when I flew to Palestine in May this year. And essentially it's taken about 8 months and to get to the point we are. And obviously last week, Friday, on the 30th of August, was an important day in our history. You know, in that obviously we were given the opportunity to welcome our first patient into South Africa and into Raslouw Private Hospital for care. And yeah, we just count ourselves as privileged, and we are hoping and praying that we are able to do our level best in bringing them the gift of mobility.
Again, I'd like to thank the Palestinian Children's Relief Organization, the Embassy of Norway for facilitating this, the Embassy of Palestine for facilitating this, Meal SA, and all the other organizations and individuals who've contributed greatly to this initiative. I'd also like to personally thank our staff who are fully behind this initiative, and especially to our team of doctors, the specialists who have been put up their arms to dedicate their time and expertise at treating these children. Thank you.
So now we go to Dr Nabeel Mohamed, who is the treating orthopedic surgeon, resident orthopedic surgeon at Raslouw Private Hospital, to just say a few words and maybe just elaborate on the clinical condition of our 2 patients who've arrived. We've got Mira and we've got Lina, and Ghada sitting in between them. And maybe they can just, Nabeel, you can just share with us their treatment plan.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon to all those listening and watching this live broadcast here at Raslouw Private Hospital. We actually feel very honored and privileged. We actually a small hospital compared to the big hospitals in this country, and we have been given this opportunity to be part of this help on this helpless children who have come all the way to Africa for treatment for complex injuries. We thank all those involved who made this possible, and obviously, first of all, we thank the Almighty to giving us this opportunity.
She's currently has a complication. She has a clinical deformity with a shortened limb of the left leg, and also she's developed death of the femoral bone, which we call avascular necrosis. We have evaluated her and we're planning to do a total hip replacement, which also will be rehabilitated further with physiotherapy and the appropriate multidisciplinary team.
She arrived last week, Friday. She was injured in December last year, and with a lot of difficulty, as we spoke to the parents, getting her treated. The parents were actually more involved in the treatment than the actual doctors.
I think my daughter is so lucky to have this chance here in South Africa. It's a good place to take treatment. The hospital here is a very, very good hospital. It is very comfortable and very helpful for us. They don't let us need anything. they bring everything for my daughter and for the adult child. I think I should thank them all, and thank you.
If you look up at this big banner and the words, they have names, they had dreams. You'll see lists of children from age 0 before they had their first birthday to 17 years old. These are children that have been killed in Gaza. The numbers of children that have been killed since October is higher than any other war that has been documented so far. We're talking right now, and it's not quite a year yet, but over 18,000 children that have been killed. We want to draw attention to what these unprecedented numbers of deaths. And so we, as an initiative, have started a campaign called Butterfly Souls and invited participation so that each child that has been killed can be named.
Any questions?
Is there anything that for South Africa or on the globe, is there anything that you guys are doing to notify that you are going to come? How do you see it from
We represent a nation which identifies itself around the world with the spirit of Ubuntu. So I think we are protected. But obviously everyone knows South Africa as a country has taken a stance. We've taken the Israeli genocide against the Palestinians to the ICJ, and obviously we believe that the world stands with us.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.